There it is. Ron Fez Show. I'm Ron Bennington, and with me, as always, Hard Rock Johnny. Hello, Johnny. Nice to see you this morning.
What?
Hello, boys.
Well, you got to turn on the mics there, big man. Johnny, it's great to see you. What brings you in today? Did you got some new famous pants that you want to tell everybody about?
No. I know this is the year of the pants, but
It really is.
it is.
I love seeing rock stars' pants. I don't know what it is. I can't get enough of it.
I was going to try to take a pair out the other day and squeeze into them, but couldn't really find a suitable pair.
Well, Mama Cass has a Momo hanging up over there.
That's Fez's line.
Do you ever say to anybody that that this band isn't rocking enough to be hanging in the hard rock?
No, every band has their good qualities. So.
Every single band could go up there.
Well,
Eggplant Queens. Would you have them hanging up?
somewhere, maybe down in the
I thought the Queens were coming in today.
Mikey Backraman's supposed to come in today.
Well, what time?
We're away.
Not until later this afternoon.
But I don't understand why people come in and say, hey, I want to come and do the show, and then the show starts and they're not here. What are you doing that's so important? Like, oh, I love you guys. I want to come in for the show. And then I see them come in at the end of the show. I'm like, what the fuck is this?
Those Eggplant Queens pull like a sort of Axl Rose thing all the time.
I see.
If you noticed, remember
I
the
don't.
last time we went to see him in Long Island? And they
No.
came out an hour and a half late? Yeah,
No.
at RF Riley's.
That wasn't the Eggplant Queens.
That was
Art
Art
of
of
the
the
Topless.
Oh,
Yeah.
similar.
Not similar at all. Nothing to do with it.
Oh.
And again, David, this is another time where I'm sitting here talking with Hard Rock Johnny.
Right.
You jump in and give me a falseness. It's not a fact. You just hand out falses.
You're right about that.
Yes, I
I'm
am.
going to correct that.
Yeah.
Starting right now.
By stopping?
Yeah.
Okay. There you go. He can't stop himself, Fez.
No.
And the people are out there counting words. They know how many Fez has said. They know how many yours said. Then guess what they do later? Email me. They email me every day with word counts. Oh, my life. Johnny, I'm telling you. I wish I could be like you and just worry about potato skins and chicken fingers and pants.
Pants. That's really all I got to worry about, really.
How many times in your life have you said to people, you enjoying your chicken fingers? And
here and
by
there.
the way, do you know that's Keith Moon's hat over there? Oh, Earl. Oh, Earl, you're always chicken fingers?
I love the Hard Rock Cafe chicken fingers.
Is there any
And
chicken
stuff.
fingers you don't like? This is why I can't take you to a petting zoo.
They are the best.
Earl, when do we vote in New York?
I'm not sure when we vote in New York. I think it's
Because Nevada, the vote day today?
Yeah, I think Nevada's tomorrow.
Yeah, it's
Tomorrow?
caucus
And
tomorrow.
and South Carolina for Republicans is this weekend.
All I care about is the Obama-Clinton thing right now. No matter what happens, I feel like a winner and a loser. The Clintons have come out with have you noticed they're turning this around? And it seems like they've come out with a perfect policy, perfect way of keeping a lot of the Obama voters away from the polls, which is fantastic.
Well, what they wanted to do
Go ahead.
was get the voting precincts out of the casinos.
Wrong, my friend. The way they're going to do it is hoses and dogs.
Oh.
Old
Sorry, I
school.
keep going for the joke. We
old school.
keep going for facts. I got falseness and facts. Yeah, you go old school a little bit, 60s. Everybody liked the 60s, didn't they? By the way, Earl, out of all the 60s, that was my favorite part.
hoses and dogs.
The Deep South. I was one of the few people that really cheered at the end of Easy Rider. And I yelled, we got him! We got him! Let me head on over here to Paul. And if this is Paul McCartney, try to get his pants. Paul, how are you?
Hey guys, Big Ass Cord 9003.
Good to talk to you.
Earl, I want to know how many pieces you cut your Hard Rock chicken fingers into.
All right.
I'm guessing 22, 23.
What's all behind that, Dave?
When we were out one time at the
What is behind it with the food sizes?
he loves to cut them so small that they become like M&Ms.
Why do you do this? Why do you cut your food so small?
If the portions are too big, I
A
cut it.
sandwich you cut with a knife and a fork?
I was a chicken sandwich. It was too big. I trimmed the edges
Why
off.
did I see you one day with a fork and a knife over a Tic Tac, trying to get it smaller?
I think he just is obsessed with small candies.
Is that it?
I like small portions.
That's microscopic.
No bigger than your dick.
Then eat small candies.
Yeah. Why? What are you doing getting adult food?
Don't waste it on steak.
And why take a knife to applesauce?
That's just overkill.
He's eating the soup with an eyedropper.
I am not shitting here. I saw him
Good.
cut a roll. into small pieces.
What, a roll?
A roll!
With nothing on it?
No, he had butter on it.
So you had a butter on a roll and sat there and cut it up with a knife and fork.
I like things small.
Oh, my
That's what
God.
I do.
Now, Mr. B.
I like to chew my food. And
You
like
belong in
things
a
small portions.
goddamn nut house.
And you know he wouldn't confirm that if it wasn't true.
I know he would. No one in history of man has taken a knife and fork to a fucking roll.
It's impossible.
What, you never cut into the roll to put your butter into
You
it?
didn't do that.
I do that. And
You
I
cut it up and you're eating tiny little pieces of roll like you would feed a baby bird.
I cut it.
There were like Reese's Pieces that were around. They looked like little tiny roll candies. It was weird.
By the way, Dave, you're right about Baby Girl. She's amazing. God, she is just amazing walking by. Whew. I don't know. I can't concentrate. I can't focus and do a show. Now, Johnny, you should have been with us last night. We met up with some of these boys down in. We did a 3.5 hour meal and cigar smoking festival down at Florio's in Little Italy. You ever been there?
No.
We got to go. It was me. I took Fez with me, which, by the way, everybody went crazy when Fez came in.
That was really nice.
Fred from Brooklyn, who honestly, I sat next to him last night. He's one of the funniest people I ever met in my life. I'm telling you, I've had dinner with the funniest people in the world. I've hung out with the funniest people in the world, and that motherfucker had me crying. Dean from Brooklyn was there. Don Rigo showed up. Mafia Life Chris, and Tommy Z.
That sounds like quite a crowd.
We start with cigars. We eat appetizers. We do cigars. We eat. We do cigars. It went on and on for 3.5 hours.
That sounds like a good night.
And everything was fantastic. Fez, you didn't have a cigar, not even just to try one, huh?
No.
What is your problem with cigars?
I'm just not able to do that. I mean, I know you don't inhale, but still, I don't have the lung capacity to even sit there and puff.
No, there's no lung capacity at all. No
Yeah.
lungs are involved in it. Now, is it odd for you to put something like that in your mouth with cum coming out?
No, that wouldn't be odd.
By the way, this is a true story. One time I saw Earl take a knife and fork to cum.
He likes it small.
You like it small? Earl?
Small cum.
My food, I like small portions.
What do you call that then? A beverage?
One sperm cell at a
I
time.
don't.
You ain't gonna fucking try to get it down to each sperm, Earl. They're too fast.
He cut it up and then tried to put it back into his dick hole.
Are you kidding me?
He's cutting the tails off of them.
Why you get a little funnel and run it back into your dick?
You're so sick, Earl.
He calls that his life force. He's afraid his life force is leaving him. Here's Ted. Ted, you're on Ron Fez.
Hey, has Earl ever paid for a meal at the Hard Rock? Johnny?
I can't recall.
I'm willing to say Earl's never paid for a meal anywhere. That dine and dash motherfucker. D&D, here he comes. His whole family on a Sunday fucking meal jumps up and runs at the same time.
That may be why he's cutting it so small, so he can steal it.
Yeah.
The only time he's paid for a meal is when he's taken the $4 that you leave for a tip.
The motherfucker.
And he takes it off the table when
now,
you
I know
walk
that's
away.
a lie. Why would I be leaving $4?
No, if it was
Why
like
the fuck would I leave $4?
if it was like a $10 check.
Yeah, I ain't gonna leave 4. I'm gonna hit him with a 20. What do I want? 6 ones back in my wallet? Wasting space?
Well, I'm just saying, whenever
No,
you give...
here's what you're saying. You're a lying son of a bitch. And Earl, I feel sorry for you. I'm going to get you a tiny little roll that you can cut up.
Thank you, but I don't know what the problem is in taking something that's relatively large and cutting it in half. That's all.
No one cuts bread with a knife and fork and eats it piece by piece. That's fucking Bellevue material. That's what a nut would do.
I think I saw Sid Barrett cutting his banana into small pieces once.
By the way, now Earl has these worry balls that he has in his hands. And it's just like that old Bogart movie. What was that Bogart movie in the boat?
Cane
Mutiny.
Yeah, he's the fucking Cane Mutiny.
Ice cream. Who ate the strawberry ice cream?
What is wrong with you, Earl? You're fucking eating little pieces of bread and you're fucking rolling balls in your hand. Your own.
What's with the balls?
He likes the feeling.
You wish they were in your fucking mouth, don't you? That's the only way.
They're just too big.
By the way, last night during the dinner, the Z-Man was taking this full heat. Oh, and here you go, Dave. Guess who grabs the check last night?
Mr. B.
Wrong.
Really?
I went for it. It was already taken. Take a guess.
I'll say Tommy.
No, that fucking short-armed motherfucker has never touched his check since I've seen him.
I don't know. I guess that leaves out Fred from Brooklyn. But
Fred from Brooklyn said had to fight to leave the tip.
Are you serious?
Keep going.
I guess Chris.
Mafia Life Chris. The man who's brought us together in unity.
Classy.
Has brought all the unity together.
He was just doing that to show off in front of
Good.
you.
Why don't you fucking show off in front of me someday? Why don't you and Earl go, you know what? I want to show off to Ronnie B.
I will.
I like that kind of bragging.
At our local diner.
When I take you and Earl out, it's like taking out my baby twins.
Can I get a milkshake, Mr. B? I thought you already ordered a brownie.
They sit and eat and they expect a check to be given to me every fucking time.
Thanks, Dad.
What is that for?
What?
Because somehow you got it in your mind that I make more money than you? And I should be picking up.
Of it.
I didn't know.
That's a big part of it.
I didn't check. I didn't know what everybody gets paid. I had no idea. Now, Sunday, are we on to do the games, Fezzy? It's the Patriots game we're doing first, right? And then the Giants game.
No, we're if this even happens,
Why are we even happening? It's Friday now.
I know, but
Who's the stick in the mud here?
it's Wiki. It's Wiki. He has a lot of problems with
What
it.
problems could you possibly have? We want to work extra.
And if we even did do it, it wouldn't be both games.
Why not?
Because he doesn't want like an 8-hour broadcast in here.
Why?
He says it's too long. All he will tell me
Too
is
long
it's
for
too
who?
long.
The listeners?
Too many hours on
Too
the
long.
microphone.
Like the listeners going, I'd rather hear more best ofs.
I wish I can hear Tuesday again.
I know. Who wants to hear Tuesday when you can hear live? I'll play fucking Tuesday for you right now and go home. If these best ofs are so good, I think I probably have a lifetime of them by now. Here's something from WYNF. Here's IoT. What is the problem? You're not since you got made EP. You're starting to talk in an Earl cadence. You're not saying specifically what's going on, and you're saying it without any emotion whatsoever.
Well, with the two games, all Wiki has told me is he won't go for that. It's too long. And I asked him why.
So we got to pick a game, right?
Yeah, that's what.
What
he
do you want
said.
to do? Giants?
I'd love to do Giants.
All right, we're doing the Giants game. Boom. What time's that start?
That game comes on at 6:30.
All right, 6 o'clock. Join us. 15-second TiVo delay.
No.
We'll be doing the Giants game.
No delay.
I can't stop people from delaying their TiVos. What can I say? Ladies and gentlemen, as you listen to us, do not delay your TiVos. I don't have that power. It's not the fucking Stalin radio show, Fez.
But if we even do it, we would be here during the Giants game.
Yes.
We wouldn't be doing the Giants game.
What are you talking? What is he talking about? What is the point of this?
The point of it is there's NFL contracts.
Right.
So
Not with us. We don't have an NFL contract.
exactly, that's the problem.
I can do whatever I want. If they put me under contract and start paying me, then tell me how to do the game.
So it wouldn't be us, commenting with the game.
All right, what about this? The game is on. We're watching.
Mm-hmm.
And every time Manning drops back, I yell, Tarkington drops back to pass. He scrambles.
No, we're not even gonna be.
I'm not allowed to call him Tarkington.
No, because people will know who you're talking about.
Why would anyone go? All right, if up to today, if we were playing one of those game shows, I forgot to, and I went like this. Fran Tarkington.
Password.
Password. Tarkington.
Purple.
Tarkington.
Blonde.
He's not blonde, by the way.
He used to be when he was
Oh,
younger.
now he is. Did you see during one of the pre-games for the bowl?
I haven't seen him in forever.
He was on one of the pre-games for the bowl.
He was the Sugar Bowl.
Oh,
they
my
did
God,
him.
he looked-
They had him in the pregame part of it. I had no idea who it even was.
I haven't seen him in 20 years. I remember he got in trouble years ago.
He looks like Andy Warhol.
He had some kind of business troubles. Like, he was running some company that something went wrong. I don't remember what it was. Because before that, he used to be on late night infomercials pushing the Tony Robbins.
Yeah.
Oh, really?
That's
Yeah.
right.
Like
yeah.
Tony Robbins, helped me out.
He looked creepy on that show, on the pre-game
Oh,
show.
I'm dying to see a picture of him now.
Totally creepy.
Yeah, because his hair is the same length. He's got he's still got like a 70s haircut.
Yeah, it was weird.
And it doesn't fit him anymore.
Davin, you're on Ron Fez.
Hey, Ronnie, how you doing? Fez, how are you?
Good.
Hey, just wanted to let you guys know, I'm originally from New York. I'm living out by Green Bay, Wisconsin now. The ridiculous amount of shit that is going on over them canceling this Seinfeld thing on Fox 11. Just unreal. You did 20 minutes on the news last night. You don't even hear the weather.
I know. Well, you know the weather in Green Bay. It's fucking cold.
Dude, it's 4 degrees below zero right now.
Is it really?
Yeah, unreal.
I don't know. What do you mean you're unreal? You live there. If you live in Wisconsin, you know what you're into.
Be cold.
That's like down in fucking Miami. People going, could you stand this heat, humidity? And people would fucking have the balls to say that to me. I go, you know we live in Miami. This isn't a freak occurrence. And yes, it's going to rain at 3 o'clock, you crazy bastard. And then it's going to feel like a steam bath. Now tell me why they took off Seinfeld.
Because there are a bunch of cheesehead nutcases out here.
So they acted like we don't want any New Yorkers on TV?
No.
What happened was the general manager of the Fox affiliate in Green Bay heard that Eli Manning loves Seinfeld reruns. It's his favorite thing. So he says, we're taking off Seinfeld so we give this guy no comfort whatsoever.
Right. Yeah, but then
I think that's fucking great.
So yeah, but you know what Sony did? Sony sent him an entire box set of every single episode with a free DVD player so he can watch it in his hotel room.
Yeah, but who wants to sit and watch fucking Seinfeld like that? I like to catch it on TV.
Yeah. Because then it's like a little treasure thing if you catch a really good episode that you love.
It's on 17 hours a day.
Here's what I like all of a sudden. Yeah, I know, it is true.
Where you turn.
It is the all Seinfeld network. But I like some guy in Wisconsin going, Seinfeld? More like Jewfeld. Get it off there! I don't want Fran Tarkington watching that the night before the big game against Bart Starr. We're doing the game, Fezzy. 6 o'clock on Sunday, and we're saying what we want to say, how we want to say it, and if they want to sue XM, let them do it.
You're gonna mess this up, and we're not gonna be able to do it at all.
How am I going to mess it up?
By talking like this.
Now, I also got a thing from Wiki. He says we got to take off Monday for milk. Why the hell would I take a milk day off?
No, that's MLK. Martin Luther King Jr. Day.
I thought he was dead.
He is dead, and this is when our country honors him.
Why not honor somebody who can enjoy it? I say honor Mr. Don Rickles before it's too late. Ladies and gentlemen, please take off on Monday for Durr.
So, yeah, we have Monday off for MLK Day.
Yeah, because Ron and Fez don't get enough time off. Where are you going? Florida for the weekend, Fez? I'm going to Florida. We get a couple days off. I'm going to Florida. Oh, by the way, that's fucking Z-Man last night, Tommy Z, doing the bad impressions of Ron and Fez, and they're all like this. Fezzy, 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 what are you doing, Fezzy? And I go like this. Is that supposed to be me? And he goes like this. Why do you always bust my balls? Why can't I ever just do my impressions? I don't think they're all that good. It's not busting your balls. I'm just pointing out something. Boy, he's sensitive, isn't he?
He's very sensitive. You can't really comment on anything he's doing. Just applaud when he does his impressions.
Yeah.
His Fezzy.
Oh, God, does he need love? Fucking his eyes are herking and jerking around like that. What do you call that, Fez, when the people's eyes don't fucking settle in? Shifty-eyed is what it is. He's a shifty-eyed. And goddamn, the door opens. He's looking over. Like, what do you want it? You know, has somebody got a fucking contract with you? Why can't you just focus here? Roddy, Fezzy, Roddy, Fezzy.
He keyed on the word Fezzy for you. And
well,
then
then when he does Fez, it's Roddy. Oh, Roddy. It's just a barely gayer fucking William Shatner.
Yeah, is that us? Do we just yell our names at each other Ronnie?
Now, when that was said to him last night, the fucking tears started falling. Why always me, man? Why always me?
He cannot take it.
Mafia Life Chris is sitting there smoking cigars, so happy to see someone else in the barrel. And let me tell you something. You got to get the Mean Girls to go to the Unity party. It's too nice of an idea. He's a good guy. And Fred, salt of the earth. Talk to the Mean Girls about Fred.
I will.
Because they're not even talking to him.
I'll talk to them about Fred. Chris, I'm still waiting about him.
Waiting for what?
I'm just waiting to see, what if there's agenda with the party. If not,
The agenda is this. He's a fucking great guy. He's bringing in unity. He brought us 7 courses last night.
Oh,
right.
7. You know what we had?
I was unified.
That you never get in a restaurant? Brajol.
Oh, nice.
Oh, my God. It was out of this world. Everything we ate was out of this world.
Beef or pork brajol?
This was beef.
Oh,
I'm sorry.
It was so delicious.
Good. That's no. The beef brajol is the way to go.
You can smoke at the table while eating?
Yes! The whole time. You're like, it's fucking delicious. And there's these fucking hand-rolled cigars dipped in cognac. The guy comes by, cuts it for you, throws it on your fucking tab with everything else. I probably shouldn't even say the name of the place, because they don't have a special thing. He just gets fucking fined.
Gets fined.
He gets fined.
It was the best meal. Just
Ronnie, Fezzy, Ronnie, Fezzy.
Ronnie.
Then shifty. Ronnie, Fezzy.
How could you do an impression right in front of you guys? That's just weird.
Because he thinks he nails it.
Then he had the balls to say this, and did he not? Winnie Cooper wanted me when I was doing Freddie Mercury.
What?
That's what he says. I go, Winnie Cooper hated you. She said, yeah, he goes like this. Yeah, for the anti-gay stuff. Then she started digging me. I go, where does this confidence come from, Z?
I don't get it.
Craziness. Unbalanced brain.
Call him, Earl. Instead of sitting there fucking thinking about cutting food up smaller. You know what, Earl? There's a couple crumbs that are left in the bottom of my shirt. Why don't you enjoy your lunch today?
Make sure you don't cut the phone up smaller when you dial Tommy V.
That's fucking good. Seriously, that was a good joke.
He's having a sesame seed. He's got a jeweler's glass out right now, cutting it up.
You are right, Dave. That baby girl's amazing.
She
Just
is.
amazing. She got a little pal talk room saluting me and Anthony, I heard, too.
Yeah, they do.
I like
it
when
all
this
for
thing's
you.
saluting me. There's not enough. I love that line of the day, over 4,000 now.
The Focus 2 line of genius is starting to multiply since it was mentioned as well.
Nice. That's good.
I love that. I think that's a potential great threat.
Why do you hate RonFez.net?
Oh, no, I don't.
You know, before the Unity Party, I want a representative. I'll do a Sunday show with a representative of each one of the boards.
That's a good idea.
And if we can't work this out, we can't work it out. There's nothing you can do. Ronnie, Fezzy, Fezzy,
Ronnie.
Fezzy, Tommy, Tommy Z.
I used to love you guys.
Yeah. Do your impression of us.
Oh, God.
Do the impression of me that you...
Ronnie, this isn't what I ordered.
That's Fez.
It is. No, that was you.
Why would I say my own name? Ronnie! What am I ordering?
Barry Bonds all of a sudden. He's never talking about himself in third person.
Fezzy, try the rigatoni. It's fucking outstanding.
You don't pause like that. You don't say my name like that.
I should just start singing Common People.
Fezzy, smoke this, Fezzy. Try this for a change.
When's the last time you asked Fezzy to smoke this, by the way?
My hat would only be my cock.
I want to hear Dave did the best one with the Fezzy.
I've never done a Ron impression. I mean, I'm not going to start. Fezzy.
Oh, that's good.
It doesn't make sense.
Yeah,
Your Ron sounds like he's wearing some sort of ascot.
Yeah.
I know.
It's way too regal and
Ron did wear an ascot.
It's Ron from Harvard. If I would have had an entirely different life. Oh, it's wonderful here at Harvard. Fezzy, you got the skulls. Fezzy.
Ronnie, I didn't get what I ordered again.
The whole time it's like I'm in panic. Like, Annie, it's me, Ronnie. I'm looking for Fezzy, Annie.
There's not one thing in that impression that matches up.
Fezzy, let's go over Dickens' bibliography.
Listen, and you kept ripping my ass for being loud last night. Holy shit.
He was. He's a screamer while we're eating. So I could see behind him, the people behind us are just like turning around going, what the fuck is with this guy? But you're sensitive, Tommy. I didn't notice that till last night.
What? You mean about remarks?
Yeah, like you...
Constant beating that you give me?
Wow, it's unbelievable that he feels that way.
Oh, God. I love it. Are you kidding? It means that you guys love me.
No, not at all.
Really?
That would mean that we loved Earl. But I swear to God, there was such a beatific look all night long on Mafia License Chris's face, just like, look at him take it. This is great to have a relief. I think that's why he grabbed the check.
He was like a kid in the candy show. This is awesome. This is great, guys.
That's another great impression.
Really good impression.
That is really good. That's Chris, all right.
Yeah.
This is great.
Mr. Simpson! Hi, I'm Jackie Puppet. I'm enjoying my meal.
I'll tell you what, we ate like freaking creatures, though. Hey, Fez, how good was that food?
It was the best. I loved it.
All right, Tommy, we got to go. What's your blog about today?
It's pretty controversial. It's about that whole issue again of the golf announcer Kelly Tillman using the...
Let me guess, you're on the side of white people?
Well, what happened was Golf Week just ran the cover of their magazine with a great big noose on the cover.
Yeah.
And that has caused a whole eruption.
I didn't even know about this. Yeah. So why would they do that? Golf Magazine does this?
Bring in more readers?
Golf Week. Actually, Golf Week did it.
They're taking a lot of
Last
flack.
week, Golf Channel announcer Kelly Tillman used the term that...
She's gorgeous.
The only way to beat Tiger Woods is to take him out in the back alley and lynch him.
Yeah.
Bad choice of words. Is she a racist? No. She's like a 27-year-old woman, I think.
Well, you can't be a racist if you're young?
No.
Well, but you can
Young
tell.
Hitler was never a racist.
Yeah. I saw the replay of it. Well, the way she said it, the way she used it, she didn't mean it. She meant that's how you get rid of Tiger Woods. But she used the word lynch. Al Sharpton went totally nuts over it, turned it into the biggest thing in the world. But now Golf Week has put a picture of a noose on the cover.
It's a noose on a golf course?
No.
So Golf Week has nothing to do with the league itself and nothing to do...
Right, it's just a golf magazine.
Okay.
They're talking about the story, but talk about exacerbating the whole thing.
I think they should be kept out of Wawas for the next 2 months. People around the country going, what's a Wawa?
No, racist?
Poor man,
no.
7-Eleven.
Fezzy, go to Wawa for me.
Fezzy, pick up a large hot dog.
Oh, that's good. That's a good one.
Yeah,
almost
because
That's
Ronnie
nice.
stutters like that when he says my name.
People try to put us down.
All
right, so you're on the side of white people in this blog, huh?
Now, I think the white people at Golf Week were out of their minds, and really was a bad choice to do what they did.
All right, so you're on the side of blacks. You're voting Obama.
Today I'm black, yeah. Today I'm the Obama man.
All right, Tommy Z. Now, this blog, you go to JR Cigars.
JRCigars.com and click on Blog with the Z-Man, Tommy Z.
As you are the best.
Can you also get to that through whitesupremacist.net, or you got to do something else?
I'm not sure,
I
but
don't
you can
believe
check the
so,
link.
and I'd like to continue this job, so yeah, sure, no.
All right, see you later there, Stephen. Tommy Z.
I don't talk that way, Johnny.
That's the Fez impression?
Yeah.
That was good.
No, that was Earl, actually.
Okay.
Oh.
Talk to you later, Tommy.
See you guys.
Yeah, he was a little overwhelmed at our dinner last night. He was taking a fucking pounding. What do I gotta do? I'm eating! He played the Earl part. And you just see Chris like this. All right, so open the doors on Sunday, Fez. Let a horde of listeners come in, watch the games with us.
Oh, no listeners. If we do this, no listeners.
How about, are people allowed to listen?
They are allowed to listen, yes.
Yeah.
Can't stop that. But no listeners here.
I'm telling you right now, Wiki's dream is to suffocate every listener. And then put all the shows in ice. He would like to have a frozen O&A that he could just walk people by. At one time, they were alive.
Like Han Solo.
Frozen in carbonite.
Yeah, he wants to carbonite the whole fucking place. Was that Tommy Z impression?
That was Jabba the Hutt.
What happens? Now you're going to be doing impressions all the time?
Oh, I catch the fever when you hear a master like that go on.
Let me hear your Jabba the Hutt. And now you're Tony the Tiger. It's the same exact thing.
Tiger.
It is. And that's why I hate anyone who does these impressions. There's just the smallest thing off.
Ronnie.
All right, so now no one's allowed to come.
Yeah, no listeners. So it'll just be us hanging.
Why would we do this? For no fun? And then we're not allowed to comment on the game.
Right. Yeah. So, I mean, that's where it stands.
What do you mean that's where it stands?
With Wiki.
How does it stand? Doesn't even make sense.
So those are the things Wiki has told me if we want to go ahead and do this.
We can't really do it if we do it.
Yeah, if we do it, we can't really do it.
And no one can listen.
Well, they can listen, but they can't listen to us do it.
And then we're taking off for milk.
MLK, yes. On Monday.
How are you going to celebrate, Earl? Is there a parade in town?
Yes, there is an MLK parade in town.
Where at?
I believe it goes down Fifth Avenue.
I'll go with you. What time?
Starts at 11, I believe. 11 a.m.
Till when? 11:15? The city goes, hey, we gave you a parade. You can't say you didn't get a parade.
March faster.
It's not a 5-block parade. I believe it goes down Fifth Avenue. It's a couple of hours.
Yeah. Anybody big going to be in it?
It's a good question. I believe there was a rumor that some of the candidates might show up for the parade.
Obama?
And Hillary might show up for the parade.
Hillary, I'm going to boo. For what she said about MLK. She goes, really, we should be celebrating LBJ. And I said, speaking of BJ, how's your father? It's your husband.
Yeah, she basically put the onus of civil rights back on the federal government.
Yeah. They're the ones that came up with it.
Yeah, those marches and protests and, the looting didn't have
That meant the looting?
Well, there was always riots going on.
So you feel like the only way to get civil rights is to loot. I never once remember Martin Luther King saying, remember to loot early and loot often.
Well,
you know nothing of the history of this country.
His dream was on a new TV.
Well, a lot of those riots where you saw like the people getting hosed, those were initiated by the cops and by white people because they were just.
But you brought up the looting helped save problems.
Well,
you got confused with 92.
The threats. The threat of a major uprising. That's probably one of the reasons.
You're out of your mind, Earl. You're saying the exact opposite of Martin Luther King's thing. He was non-violent.
And I'm not saying
not the threat of a major uprising. How do you think they would feel once we take their daughters and their wives from them? No, Earl. Please go back and read the works of Martin Luther King. He had nothing to do with any of that.
I'm not saying he advocated it. What I'm saying is they tried this. They tried nonviolence.
Earl, you're only digging a deeper hole for yourself.
Tried nonviolence.
All right, here's Stover, our new intern. Do you want in? Did you want in on this? All right, come on in, Stover. Stover is a young black man. I don't know whether you heard Earl saying that Martin Luther King's message was looting.
I didn't get that memo in any history class.
I don't know what he had to say about it.
It's fantastic.
Now, do a young black man coming into the business, do you look up to Earl and say, this is where I could be someday?
I mean, he's here, but not really. No, I can't say I do.
Yeah.
Okay.
What did you think? I'd rather be fighting the man.
Yeah. That's my shirt.
All right,
it's a fantastic shirt I like to wear.
You know what? White people must be so easygoing that we're comfortable with them coming in like that.
You know, they're the ones who love the shirt the most. They just go, oh, where did you get that? It's a great shirt.
We are so confident in our lead that you can do whatever you want. It's the exact opposite of the way the Russians felt. The Americans are like, hey, great shirt. What do they sell for? I wouldn't mind opening up a store and selling them back to you people. We are so comfortable in the lead that we have right now.
Yeah, I guess that's because, they have the most money. White people have the most money, so they can look at you and go, oh, it's funny. White people walk funny, have a house in the Hamptons.
Yeah, right.
Hilarious.
Nothing bothers us. Nothing at all bothers white people. All right, so you looked at Earl, and that's not what you're looking to be in your life.
No, not really. I mean, he's a cool guy. He hasn't really...
He's cool if you like really tiny bits of food. Really small bits of food. Earl, what do you think the largest thing you has ever eaten is?
Probably some type of steak. I don't know.
All right, Earl, Dave, do you have those cupcakes?
Yeah.
Let's try to get a whole cupcake in his mouth. Would you try at least first, Earl?
Yeah, I'll give it a shot.
All right, come on in here. Come on in this room. Go grab I want him to do it in front of one of these mics. And let's see if we can't get a whole cupcake in his mouth.
I believe in you, Earl.
Earl, you normally only take the smallest thing to eat.
Yeah, I just like things in small portions.
And make that even smaller.
I don't make them smaller, but...
I actually saw him cut an atom once to eat.
He's good.
No, you got to have a steady hand like a moil. Why don't we have a cupcake? Why is this? Because all I do is see these guys eating cupcakes. We have none?
If Graz is run down, he'll get one in 2 minutes.
Tell him no.
All the
Forget
cupcakes
it.
were eaten.
Then you're supposed to be gaining weight, and you have no
been.
cupcakes.
11 pounds.
And you have no cupcakes.
Guess we ate them all. Me and Lily.
Fez, I'm not trying to tell you how you're running your staff, but you're doing a terrible job running your staff. Here's Dan. Dan, you're on Fez.
Hey, Ron, you gave Fez a homework assignment on Wednesday where he was supposed to tell you which film Disturbia was based on.
I did.
And I have my assignment ready. That was Rear Window by Alfred Hitchcock.
Very nice, Fez. Way to come through.
Yeah. I went and checked that out.
Now, did you go watch the film?
No, I just looked it up.
I want you now to watch the film and then go, why would I think Disturbia was anything that should make a top 10 list? I want you to come back all red-faced to go, guys, I don't know what I was thinking with my top 10 list.
Sorry.
I don't know what I'm doing. Or get Z-Man in here and we'll just pick on him the whole time.
I like that.
Hi, Mr. Person with No Name. You're on the Ron Fez show.
Hey, this is Paul from Jersey calling.
Hey, Paul.
Listen, I heard the Grand Marshal of Monday's MLK Day Parade is Luke Olson.
Is that a little joke? Is that a little joke?
Yes.
Must be.
Like a Norwegian joke?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Not a very good one, though.
Well, I don't know. Maybe he'll get to us later. Maybe later we'll be like Lute Olson. What's the chances of a Swedish guy running that parade? Or we ought to try to get the XM float for you. Just one XM float comes by, and XM's black employee is waving to everyone.
With the lone black employee?
Yes. And then we'll just put up there, every XM black employee wishes you a happy MLK Day.
Earl's riding on the X and Gail King's riding on the M.
Right now, Wiki's screaming, we have other black employees! You're going to ruin the merger! You're ruining the merger! I doubt very much that this is what the merger hinges on. And yet he immediately thinks that if I say the name Eli Manning on Sunday, there will be no merger. We've decided after listening to a Ron and Fed show and hearing the name Eli Manning on a Sunday, which, Fezzy, I'm not under contract with the NFL, right?
Right.
Why can't I say whatever I want to say then?
Because other people have the rights to broadcast those games.
Yeah.
And what's going on in those games.
I'm watching those games, and I'm saying, look what they're doing.
Yes, you don't have that right.
I don't understand. I can sit here and say, well, what's happening on the news right now?
Yeah, that's true. Yeah.
And they have the rights to the news. They own that.
Yeah, but, I mean, the news, everybody has the news.
No, they don't. Everybody has exclusive news.
Yeah, but with these...
Yeah, exactly.
But with these games, it's, I guess it's a different animal.
This is wrong, because I actually have seen this been done on WFAN, a local New York station, where where the baseball playoffs were on, and this one show did not have access to it. And yet they were simulcasting. They were saying, Bonds steps up. Oh, Bonds just got a hold of one home run. And they did not have the rights to that game, so I don't see what the problem is.
Just tell them FAN. Just write down FAN.
I'll see if that helps, but I just know. I mean, if we keep talking about this, it's not going to happen at all.
What do I care? Seriously, you think my Sunday will get by? I'll just watch the games at my house, just as happy. All right, Krause, you okay?
Yeah.
Looks like you're having a heart attack. All right, let's take a look. What is this? It's a large piece of cake. Now, what happens with this team that we go from cupcake to large piece of cake?
I said cupcakes. I said go downstairs and get a cupcake.
It's cupcake.
Cupcake. Go downstairs and get a cupcake.
Go ahead and talk, Russ.
I was just trying to think of what was fast because there's just trying to get it out, trying to cross the street, trying to, wait in line at Dwayne Reed, which always takes forever.
All right.
So I was just trying to hurry.
All right, so you got it here fast, but it's useless to us. All right, instead, see how much of Graz's ass you can put in your mouth. Now, who's the EP of this show?
I am.
What kind of team do you got, Fezzy?
I have a retarded team, Ron. A team of absolute retards that can't figure out the word cupcake.
Now, Graz is a genius. He's actually an Apple genius. Are you part of that now, Graz?
I'm still waiting for training to start, but...
What are you, a sub-genius?
Yeah, kind of, pretty much, yeah.
Smart kid?
Yeah.
What do you have to do as an Apple genius?
Basically take stuff apart and fix it.
Yeah.
And know how things work.
Hopefully no one brings in a cupcake.
Yeah.
And then you'll hand him back a birthday cake. By the way, you heard his feelings. You see his glasses are all fogged up.
I was just trying to hustle. That's
I know, you did a hell of a job.
Yeah.
You did a hell of a job. But, Dave, did you use the word cupcake?
Yeah, I did, right?
Now, Graz, did you understand why we wanted a cupcake? Because it was one piece?
Yeah.
But you just thought he could put a whole slice of cake in his mouth. You thought that'd be every bit as entertaining. Now, Earl, is there any way that you can do that?
Just looking at the side, just like, no way.
Yeah.
Try it.
No way.
Wait a second.
Try it.
Cake is very flexible. You should be able to do that.
No way.
Anyone could.
Here's Bruce. Bruce, you're on Ron Fez.
Yeah, hey, Ronnie, listen, the NFL's got something jacked up with these games because on Sunday, when they show the first game live, and then the game ends kind of early or whatever, and they're going to, fill in time, they can't show the second game, not a game that's coming on, but clips of another game live anymore. And then the commentator even goes, due to NFL restrictions, we can't watch the game in its entirety, and they'll actually say 3 or 4 seconds after a play happens, and back to Green Bay where Brett Favre just threw a touchdown. Let's look at that. Because that's how I watched the Miami get their first win this year. I missed it live because they couldn't show it, and then they went back to the play. So they've got something jacked up where they can't even show their own game if it interferes with the Fox game or something. I don't know what it is.
Thank you, my friend.
Yes, sir.
Now, everybody does show highlights from the other networks, though, right?
Right.
Think of this as a 3.5-hour highlight.
That's too long of a highlight. Yeah, that's not going to work.
How about this? Every time he passes, I claim it's a run. Every time he runs, I claim it's a pass.
I don't know if that would fall into the category of play-by-play, but I think it would.
Yeah.
Yeah, even if it's the wrong play being called, I think it would still be considered play-by-play.
And instead of saying the Packers, I say they're the Farvies. The Farvies just scored.
ESPN does in-game coverage on ESPN News, where they give what's going on in the games. They just don't show the games.
Rusty, you're on Ron Fez.
Hey, Ronnie, why don't you guys just do it on Pal Talk? Then nobody can say anything about it.
Well, we were going to do that, and then we found out that Sheepy is doing hula dances, and he brought a brand new dress and hula hoop. So everybody wants to see that instead. Hey, everyone, look at my belly. And he puts little lipstick over his belly button.
Did you see where the inventor of the hula hoop died?
How would I see this? Where did it happen? Around here?
That was on the news.
The inventor of the hula hoop.
Mm-hmm.
For kids. Yeah, what a great inventor. You came up with a circle.
Richard Nur invented the hula hoop and also co-founded Whammo Toys.
Oh, when I was a kid, I wanted to own Whammo. To me, that was the Willy Wonka of all time.
It was the best toy company.
What are they the best toy company? Because I know there was several toy companies, but Whammo had the really cheap, fun toys.
Yeah, the kind of unique things.
Right.
Like a Frisbee was Whammo.
Yeah.
Mattel was a big one.
Mattel was more of a game and toy thing. I'm talking about gadget toys. I mean, let's face it, a fucking Frisbee, you think, it's a pie plate. Who can't come up with a pie plate? They sold 1 million of them. Who had the giant bubbles?
Oh, that was Whammo.
That was Whammo.
I think.
You had Whammo, you had Mattel, you had Hasbro.
Right.
Was another one. Earl, get us some websites of who owned what toys. Who had what toys? Yeah, go ahead, Earl. Dave, get back in here because he doesn't want to eat that cake. And you know what? Take your cake with you, Earl.
Cut it up.
And later make Ross sit in it.
Who had the lawn darts?
Lawn darts were a great,
like a
one,
great
and I don't know who owned them.
I mean, some products were made by different people. You know, I know Nerf had a sort of a lawn dart type deal as well.
Well, first of all, forget lawn dart. Nerf was an amazing company. This was a sponge that they would reshape and sell.
Perfect.
All it was a sponge.
Yeah.
And a Nerf ball and a pool is all you need for happiness when you're a child. To take that sponge full of water and hit your friend in the back of the head with it. Fantastic. Then they went, all right, you know how we're doing with a Nerf ball? It's going great. What about a Nerf ball shaped like a Pee-wee football? That sells another $10 million. Hey, we can play with this in the pool.
Nerf football is one of the biggest toys of all time.
It's fantastic.
It's huge.
Well, then they came up with like a Nerf bat and a Nerf basketball hoop. Which you can play. Remember the Nerf basketball hoop?
Yep.
You can play in your own room. And most offices I've ever worked, we've had the basket and a Nerf basketball. And you can sit there as a grown man all day long. Swish. You see that? It was a swish. Of course it's a swish. You got a tiny ball and a big fucking... All right, hold on. Thank you. All right, now let's go through these companies and see whether you would own it or not. Here's Whammo Toys, and you're saying the guy who invented the hula hoop also owned...
Yeah, also co-founded Whammo.
Did they say how much money he had at the end of his life?
I didn't see that.
I hope it's billions. All right, here's what he owned. The hula hoop, slip and slide.
Oh, God!
I love slip and slide.
Still, there are slip and slides being shown on TV every week with that stupid video show.
Yeah, I had trouble on the slip and slide.
You slip but couldn't slide?
No, I slid, but way too far.
His underpants were a slip and slide. The Frisbee. Trackball.
I had trackball.
I don't even know this one.
It was almost like a highlight game. You had this thing that you caught the plastic ball in, and it was on a track. And you had a handle and a track on where you caught the ball, and then you were supposed to be able to whip the ball back to the other person with their own.
Why are you calling that a track and not a basket?
Because it has a track inside the basket, and when you fling it back to your friend to catch it, the track is supposed to make the ball do all kinds of crazy curves.
No one else had this?
I had that too.
I think I remember seeing a commercial, but I never owned one or know anybody who. Now this, out of all the great fucking toys that we mentioned, this one may be the best. As a toy that you would get, you'd be so excited, and it would be lost within 15 minutes. The Super Ball. The Super Ball,
excellent.
Which you could hit off your driveway and over your fucking house and feel like a god. No, did you ever do this? Play baseball with a Super Ball? And just fucking nail that thing. 650-foot shot, and you're 11.
You're like Mickey Mantle.
Oh, yeah. Just hitting and dropping the bat and watching it. But then it's gone, and you'll never fucking see it again.
You could lose a Super Bowl if you were buying one out of a machine.
Hold on, I just saw Graz running up, and I hope he's bringing more cake. He was running so hard.
I guarantee you got a pie this time.
I'm starving for pie. This is fucking silly, and everybody had hacky sack. Hacky sack.
Jesus. Big time.
Which is still, every college in America has the hacky sack stoners. Hacky sack has probably replaced the Frisbee as college pot sport.
In terms of hippies, absolutely.
Yeah. Silly string. Phenomenal.
Yeah.
Great fucking toy. Still around.
Yeah, they send cases of silly string to Iraq.
That's why we're losing, Fez. It drives me crazy.
When we should be sending guns.
Yes. I mean, yes, we're mocking out
bulletproof vests, at least. Armor for our tanks.
Do you have your silly string private?
Sir, yes, sir. And they use it to look for tripwires on the IEDs.
You're filled with facts. The water wiggle, which was recalled, That was the thing that was attached to a hose, and your hose would whip around the yard. And what happened is a couple of little kids, the hose wrapped around their throats and choked them out. So a child was killed by a water wiggle.
Oh, Jesus.
And I guess it was just something that kind of was like a sprinkler on the end of the hose.
Right, it had like a funny face on this plastic thing that just made their little hose go nuts all around.
Now we, in my neighborhood, we would have rather had a hose and a sprinkler than an Olympic pool. A fucking hose squirting each other was all you wanted as a kid. Super elastic, bubble plastic, that was the giant bubbles.
That was the little gooey stuff you'd put on the end of a straw and make like really psychedelic multicolored bubbles with.
I love that he just used the word psychedelic.
And it had the best smell.
That smell, yeah, you can still smell that. That's
First of all,
great
all
smell.
plastics are great to a kid.
Yeah, absolutely.
Plastics is fucking just a quick cut. The bubble thing and magic sand. All right, that's whammos. That's going to be tough to fucking beat.
Yeah,
I mean, great. There's no fat on this steak either. Everything on there is pretty damn good.
Totally unique.
All right, here's Hasbro games and toys. Mr. Potato Head.
It's good for a small child, though. It's like your first real toy.
But never an excitement level there.
No.
As a matter of fact, you ever notice this? Your mom is happier with Mr. Potato Head than you are. And then she would say, we had to use a real potato. It was better. I go get a potato now, Ma. Go get a fucking watermelon, meatloaf. Doesn't matter. I'll put it in anything. It doesn't have to be a potato. Easy bake oven. My cousin had one of these. Over 7 hours, she made me a cookie, and I threw up after. It's cooking food with a light bulb.
Very girly.
Very girly. I wonder how many chefs start it that way, though. This is a great one. Play-Doh.
Oh, Play-Doh rocks.
Classic.
Can't say enough things about Play-Doh.
Yep.
And again, the smell of Play-Doh, out of this world.
I used to eat Play-Doh.
And that wasn't Play-Doh. That was your uncle's balls. Now,
they were both blue.
Remember how stupid this was, too? Because my kids have done it to me. You make something out of Play-Doh and then you try to show your mom like it's hard. Look. Yeah, it's great. You kidding me? Look what you did there. You put a nose on the end of that. Yeah, it looks like a dog. I'm watching TV, honey. Daddy's watching TV. Nerf, we brought up. So Hasbro had the Nerf, which was really one of the all-time great ones. Twister. I consider that almost a board game more than I would a toy.
Yeah.
Twister, great game, but I'm not all that excited about as some of the other things we brought up. Spirograph.
That was fun.
I don't like that.
I'm going to tell you something girly. Very girly.
I like that one.
Play school toys. That's for the real little kids, right?
Yeah. It always made me wonder. It's play school toys for the little kids who are learning, and then they would misspell school. SKOOL.
Here's G.I. Joe.
Oh, boy.
Girl toy.
Heavy. Girl toy.
That's a doll.
Oh, okay. There's two G.I. Joes. Yeah, the tall one that looked like a Ken doll, but then Hasbro also had the 80s G.I. Joes, which were fucking classic. A million, they were like
the little
6
ones.
inches tall, yeah.
Yeah,
and
a doll.
There was a...
Here we go. Light Bright. Classic toy, girly.
Yeah.
Sit and spin. You got to be 3 to sit and spin. Tonka trucks.
Tonka trucks were great.
Tonka trucks were fun.
It's pretty good.
But here's the thing: a Tonka truck is a truck. It's not. It's a good truck, but it's
Right.
still just a truck.
It's solid.
When you look over the whammo, these things are fucking mad geniuses. Who can't come up with Twister and Tonka truck? Super Soaker. That's a great one. They own all the Parker Brothers games, Clue, Monopoly, blah blah blah. Those are all great, but they're board games. All right, let me see. The Mattel had Barbie, which is the same as a G.I. Joe, Fisher Price. Viewmaster, fabulous toy.
That thing's great. I
Fabulous toy.
always had a Viewmaster.
My favorite, Hawaii, looking at Hawaiian chicks. I'd be like 4, and I'm like, I want to look at the Hawaiian pictures. And I'd be like, this, there they are, dancing. Fucking loved Hawaiian bellies when I was little. Magic 8 Ball. Yeah, I had my own 8 Ball. I'll tell you that. Oh, no, that's a card game. Hot Wheels, that's just toy cars. Matchbox, that's just cars. Rock'em Sock'em Robots. That's a fucking classic from Mattel.
That's a big plus for Mattel there.
Yeah. They deserve all the credit in the world. See and Say For real little kids, right?
Yeah, that's a baby toy.
Yeah. And Cabbage Patch, same as G.I. Joe. Same exact thing as G.I. Joe. Did you know the difference between a Cabbage Patch and a G.I. Joe?
Yes, I did. I did have a Cabbage Patch Kid, though.
Let me ask you this. Did you sleep next to your G.I. Joe, you fucking fruit?
I had a Cabbage Patch Kid dressed in a Yankee uniform, and I named him Ricky after Ricky Henderson.
That's fucking adorable, you fag.
I still have him, too. But I don't know where his pants went, so I never, bring him
I bet
around.
you don't. If I would guess, I'd say down your throat, where you slowly chewed on him every night like a baby whoopee.
But they never sew the pants onto the doll well
Not tight enough for you.
'Cause most of my dolls are missing their pants.
Blowhard, how are you, my friend?
Hey guys, how you doing?
Yeah.
One great product that you mentioned from Whammo was the Monster Magnet, and it was just this horseshoe-shaped red magnet, and they would encourage you to go play with nails and things you can pick up like tacks and really.
It was this very super powerful magnet,
Right,
and it was
that was
shaped
one
like
of
a horseshoe.
Oh,
Right.
okay.
And every bad birthday present, somebody gave you the crappy Monster Magnet. And besides, in defense of G.I. Joe, back in the 60s, they based them on World War II, so you can buy the Japanese one, the English one, the Nazi one.
Yeah.
You had the space
And then you
capsule.
can also get the camper and you go away for weekends with it. You sit there and seriously.
No. There was guns.
That's Barbie. Yes. And then you have tea. Then your G.I. Joe can sit down and have tea.
No. G.I. Joe went on adventures.
Mm-hmm.
Now, G.I. Joe World War II, you got to look
Adventures
them up.
of your
They're
mind.
incredible.
The mysteries of your mind.
And finally, one of the greatest toy companies that you don't hear from was Marx.
Marx, look those up for us, Earl.
Marx Toys, because they made
They were the
little
Russians?
race cars, and you could pull strings in the car. It was just a great, huge toy company. They made a lot of products.
Spell that for us, would you, Blowhard?
Marx?
Yeah.
Marx Toys.
Was it M-A-R-X or
I believe
K-S?
so.
With an X.
Yeah.
Yeah. I do think that was Russian. All right, Blowhard.
Guys, have a great weekend.
Let's get
and,
you in
go-
here soon, all right, buddy?
All right, buddy. Go Giants.
All right. Where are they going?
Going to the Super Bowl, baby.
Blowhard emailed me to wish the Giants good luck.
He's classy that way.
He is.
Seriously.
Very classy
He
fella.
is a classy guy. He will always, unlike some people, Dave. Now, unlike Dave, you're a real Giants fan. Dave, you were off the fucking bandwagon. And I swear to God, you said you would not fucking cheer for the Giants again till they got rid of the coach.
I didn't like Tom Coughlin.
And he's still there.
You said you wouldn't even follow them.
No, this is I don't recall saying that.
Will you quit if Earl goes back and finds you saying that at K Rocker here?
I will take a loss and pay.
How much?
I'll do that. $5,000.
All right, Earl. Will you? No, wait a minute. Is that really going to happen, or is that going to be like your 2 weeks
All
that
right,
you
all right.
pay off?
Let's be realistic. Let's be fucking realistic.
So
here.
you just lie for no reason.
No.
Again.
No, I'll take a $5,000 hit. But here's the thing. This is very important.
Dave, I'm going to tell. I want you to understand this. You said it.
I know. No, I said that about Joe Torre and the Yankees. The Giants.
No, you didn't. You said it about the Giants when Tiki left, which you were also blaming on Coughlin.
I said I hated Tom Coughlin. No question about it.
What happened was the story was Tom Coughlin, the owners got together and gave Tom Coughlin an extension. They gave him another year.
Yeah.
You went crazy.
And you went nuts. And you said, not only are you done with the Giants, you won't even follow them until Tom Coughlin is gone.
Jesus. I don't recall that. I really don't recall that.
There's a lot of things you don't recall. You're too stupid to have memory of the dumb things that you say. That's your problem.
I just don't. I mean, I definitely.
You're like one of those retarded kids think they can fly later.
Right.
Pretty sure you can fly. No, you can't.
I know
You
that.
can't fly, you stupid fuck.
Right. No, I know that though. Tom Coughlin, I don't.
Does your
like.
wife know you're betting $5,000 of the baby money?
No. No, wait a second. Time out. What if I win? Can I
Yeah.
get something for a change?
What would you like?
$5,000.
Earl, would you put up the other $5,000 till you find this?
I'm not even sure if I have 5,000, but I'm pretty sure he said it.
He's sitting on a pot of
joy.
gold.
I know.
He just.
He's making
Spent a dollar in years.
All right, here's the thing with Mark's Toys. Mattel bought them and they had the original Rock'em Sock'em robots. Mark's Toys came up with the big wheel. So that's all we have. Big wheel and Rock'em Sock'em.
Where was Rubik's Cube from?
That's an actual good one. I don't know. That's a damn good
I
one.
would say it's Mattel.
Was that Mattel? See, here's what happened. These people would get things, and then Mattel would come in and buy your idea and then market them. So Mattel didn't have, and I'm sure probably Whammo was the same way, where individual people could take it to them, you know.
Right, yeah. I think Whammo bought the Frisbee idea off of somebody.
And
Dr. Frisbee.
Whammo
Well, it
seems
was some
like-
kids in Connecticut, supposedly, with a pie plate. And Frisbee was the name of, like, the pizza company or something.
Who had the Slinky? I thought that was Whammo, but I'm not sure about
The
that.
Slinky was I remember reading about the Slinky, and supposedly that was a guy who worked in a metal place, and it was the shavings off a lathe. And that he took them home, and the kids were playing with them, but they were like real sharp and dangerous. So he kind of dulled them down a little bit. And it was one of those things where people were going, yeah, that's cute, who would want it? And then when they put it off, it just like exploded.
Yeah. Because you could just put it down the steps for hours and hours.
You could do what?
Fez is here. He never was able to do that. He grew up in Florida, and they didn't have steps.
Oh.
So his Slinky just sat on the floor.
I thought they were just decorative.
Until a hurricane came and blew his house over. And then he went, look, the Slinky just moved.
I apologize.
While our house was rolling around in the street, the Slinky started walking by itself. Remember how weird that when it looked like little legs when it would be going? You were just like, oh my God.
It's alive.
Now, there was a guy on one of the talk shows the other night talking about robots. He thinks we're about 5 years away from fucking robots and about 30, 40 years away from people literally falling in love with their robot.
Oh. It is Blade Runner.
And they're going, why would people ever fall in love with, an object? But, guys have a certain attachment to cars. They have a certain attachment to their motorcycle, their boat. You fucking die if something happens to your motorcycle or your boat. And that's something you don't even get to fuck. Imagine if you could fuck your motorcycle. How much you would start to love that thing.
That is pretty cool. Well,
it's pretty cool?
It definitely seems like... Well, I mean, it's going to make it...
Would you fuck a robot?
Yes.
All right, let me ask you this, though. This is important because it could happen in your lifetime. Mm-hmm. You have a robot that your wife is having sex with. Would that make you jealous?
Yes, it would. No question about it.
What if you just came home and she was using like a toy to play with? Would that make you jealous?
Yes. A little bit.
Really?
If I wasn't... Just tell me, hey, I'm going to spank it there, or I don't know what girls say, but I'm going to do myself with this toy.
But it's the middle of the afternoon.
Maybe a text message that just says, do you mind if I pleasure myself?
Now, do you text her every time you jack?
No, I don't. So I know that's being hypocritical.
Yes,
but
it is.
Here's the thing. Men, I think, are aroused more frequently than women. So in other words, if I spank it in the morning, I feel like I can have sexual intercourse late at night.
Do you realize that women can have more sexual intercourse than men? Since we need a little recovery time and they don't.
I know, but...
You ever hear of a guy pulling a train on 11 chicks?
No.
You never see one of those fucking porns. Hey, he fucked 300 girls in one day. So you're not making sense there. But the point is, not only will the males be banging robots, so will the female. And you're going to fucking, all of a sudden, she'll have a stud robot. That's doing the gardening, taking out the trash.
Right.
And just fucking dropping that D.
Okay. Jesus Christ. This is definitely why I'm anti-robot. All right. He kept going there for a while.
Your husband, Dave. Your husband, Dave, can't do this.
I can
too.
too.
Look how much bigger my metal dick is.
Shut up, robot.
Why is he watching? Oh, yes, he's a cockle. Cockle.
I am not.
What about you, Fezzy? If you found out Coco was up to this.
Well, I'm not in a relationship with Coco, but no, I would think...
Did you talk to her last night?
No, I did not.
After some of the... Well, I thought you went too far giving away secrets.
Well, I was just having a conversation, but no, I would just see the robot as like another sex toy. I wouldn't see it as cheating. I wouldn't be upset if Coco was with a robot.
You'd actually feel better about it.
Well,
So
yeah,
you want Coco to use sex toys?
Yeah, if she would like to, that's fine. Yeah. Yeah, there's no problem there.
Prevents him from doing the work. That's what he wants. If she's banging herself, it doesn't count. as you banging her. If she's banging herself in front of you.
That's just like you watching TV.
Yeah.
Earl, where are you on this?
I would have a big problem with my chick using having robot sex and my chick having robot sex.
First of all, you don't have a chick. And would you want her to be having sex, with a robot KKK member?
No!
This is the way the white man does it. This is the way the white man does it. I wonder if they will have robots KKK members, because I think people would buy them. I really do.
It would really increase their numbers.
Would you get a robot, Fezzy? Just like a little male robot that you can fucking use? So you don't see it as anything, right?
No, I see it as a machine.
Now, what about this, Fezzy? You get a robot that looks like a 5-year-old.
Right.
Would you be a pedophile for having sex with that?
No, you would not, because it is a machine.
You know, they bust people for having gay cartoon porn.
Really? I didn't know that.
There's plenty you don't know. That collection you got at your house is going to fucking catch up with you. Which I beg you not to have.
But I don't think there's a problem there.
I bet you don't.
You're
Not even with a real
sick.
kid, you sick fuck. Seriously. You're disgusting.
How is that disgusting? It's
a
just
little
a
kindergarten
machine.
fucking child. That does not going to lead to one or the other?
If
you're in there sucking a little tiny robot dick that doesn't even have any hair yet, you're fucking filthy.
If you're going to go after a child, you're going to go after a child. If you have the robot...
Oh, look who's an expert.
if you have the robot, then it may keep you from going after a real kid.
Oh, yes. Porn stops rape. Oh, good news, Earl. Call Larry Flint and tell him he's getting a Nobel Prize. His pornography stops fucking sexual perversions.
It's just a machine. It's like putting it in the vacuum cleaner.
No wonder your house looks like that.
Hoover vacuum.
What?
Fucks Hoover.
You do.
I do not.
I could see you just like
Hoover fucker. Hoover fucker. Hoover fucker. Hoover fucker. Hoover fucker. Hoover fucker.
Fuck my vacuum.
I don't know what Coco sees in you. I really don't. No, I know what she sees in you. Your money. You cheap son of a bitch. You better talk to her after yesterday's fucking debacle.
I'll talk to her tonight.
Yeah?
Yeah. I don't understand what the debacle was, other than the chanting that goes on in here. And that wasn't me.
All right, let's go over some of the things. Oh, I'd let her bang a robot in front of me. A 5-year-old robot.
If that's what she wanted, it's just that sex toy.
You've been with her for 2 days and you're already swapping partners. Hers is a robot, his is a male boy
And
robot.
by the way, I went over the map last night. We brought up every Midwestern state, and we haven't come up with her state yet. She's obviously not from the Midwest, or B, you don't know what the Midwest is, or C, she doesn't exist and you're making her up in your head.
He thinks Sacramento is the Midwest. What? He thinks Sacramento is the Midwest.
Good one.
What's the Midwest to you? Tell us the Midwest and then we'll know approximately what state she's in.
I would think the Midwest is like Ohio, around Ohio.
So she lives in Ohio?
No, she doesn't live in Ohio. But those surrounding states.
All right, Pennsylvania surrounds Ohio. Is that the Midwest?
No. No, you got to be in the mid. Pennsylvania's on the coast.
Then it doesn't surround. It borders on Ohio, right?
Right.
You just told us the surrounding Ohio states.
Well,
is West Virginia the Midwest?
No, that's the South.
It also borders Ohio.
Indiana? Does Indiana border Ohio? Right?
Yeah.
She live in Indiana?
No.
Illinois?
No.
We've touched everything that borders Ohio now. Everything that touches Ohio, we've said. She live in one of the Great Lakes.
No.
Is she from Pretendville?
She is not from Pretendville. She's very real.
Do you have a...
And I talk to her all the time.
Do you have a Mr. Potato Head that you've put hair on and you're kissing it?
No, I'd be afraid the lips would come off and I'd swallow them.
What? Lips?
Where did that come from?
Mr. Potato Head.
So odd. Here's our good friend, Indy Mike. Hey, Mike.
Hey, one toy I didn't hear you mention was something that I actually got for my kids. They still make it, erector sets.
Oh, yeah, I remember erector sets.
Those are cool.
And then they also had tinkered toys. Remember those?
Yep.
Which were like a really old school. They were almost like, it felt like a 1908 toy. It felt like something that Teddy Roosevelt would be playing with.
And in that vein, Lincoln Logs was kind of in that vein as well.
You couldn't do much with Lincoln Logs other than make a Lincoln cabin.
Yeah.
With a tinkered toy or the erector set, they could at least go up in the air.
Yeah. Here's my log robot.
I'll tell you something right now. I would play with a tinkered toy if I had them at home today. I would go home and start putting those together. All right, Mike.
All right, take care.
All right, peace.
The best thing for building of all time had to be Legos, though.
Yeah.
You can build anything out of Legos.
And Legos are still around, right?
Absolutely.
Oh, they're
they
huge.
Are. And you can still...
Huge?
They are. No,
They have their own video games now.
There was like one of the hottest toys this Christmas was one of the Lego
Legos?
sets. Yeah, one of the
Yeah.
Lego sets.
Why?
It was a new Star Wars Lego
Exactly.
set that was at my nephew's wanted, and we couldn't find it anywhere.
I had no idea.
Yeah, they have like themed Lego sets
Because they came
now.
out in like the 50s, right?
Yeah. But you can get like a Lord of the Rings Legos. You can
Yeah,
get
or
themed
Batman
Legos.
or-
Yeah.
If you go to Toys R Us down in Times Square, they have one whole huge
Why would I? I'm an
area.
adult. What are you doing in there? You and Fez are fucking cruising? The 5-year-old robots?
Are the new robots here?
Jamie, you're on Fez.
Hey, buddy, it's Dick Holder 614. Just wanted to guess and say that Coco's from Kentucky.
No, she's not from Kentucky.
Heath, you're on Fez.
Hey, Ronnie, we love you here in Chicago, buddy.
Heath from
Hey,
Chicago, who I also hear is friends with the Z-Man.
Yeah, I've been talking with Tommy Z. He's a nice guy.
Yeah, he brought your name up last night.
Yeah. Hey, oh, that's cool. Hey, Bill Clinton, this thing about fucking robots, he's been fucking a robot for years, hasn't he? Bill, I want you to do me from behind. This is gonna be great.
I got news for you. He hasn't fucked that robot in a long time.
Years.
In a long time. Here's Bob. Bob, you're running Fez.
Yeah, they had that thing on. It was on HBO called The Real Doll. If you go on realdoll.com, they show it. It looks just like a real woman. All they got to do is add the animatronics to it. I mean, it's made just to have sex with.
Yeah, all right, but it feels like a real woman. No, it does not. I mean, it might feel like something better to jerk off into.
Yeah.
But it doesn't feel like a real woman.
No, it's still going to be cold. Whatever they make it out of.
Sorry, some women are best.
Oh.
You don't know about Coco? Let me ask you this. Is it snowing where Coco is now?
I asked
Is there snow on the ground?
Yeah, I think there is.
Green Bay.
Okay.
Yeah.
Green Bay.
She's Wisconsin.
Yeah.
She's a
Wisconsin?
cheesehead. That's why you're fucking That's why you put your jinx against the Giants.
Yeah.
You want her to celebrate.
No, I think the Giants are really going to win this game.
Now, answer is that why though? Is she for Green Bay?
I would say yes. She's probably if she's
Is
a
that her
football fan?
local team?
No.
All right, very interesting.
No.
But does she root for the Farvies? Yes or no?
I haven't asked her that. I don't know if she's a football fan even.
And
I would doubt if she cheers for the Farvies.
It's very difficult to be a football fan in the land of imagination.
So, no, I wouldn't say she's a Farvey fan.
All right, by the way, here's that real doll, and it looks fucking spectacular. This real doll right here, you have to admit, is fuckable.
Yeah, that's good. But you buy those, and then they look different. Trust me.
Okay. Good point.
Because I know from experience. When I
bought one?
I bought one, probably not that pricey, but in the box it looked a lot bigger. And then you take it out of the package, and it's just, first of all, it's 3 feet big.
Look how real the hands look in this, though.
Yeah, it does look big. It looks a little bit like Gina Gershon.
Isn't this? It does. Is this the picture of Coco that you were passing around?
No, Coco's real.
Real like a person's real, or just made out of matter?
Real like a person is real.
When you talk to her on the phone, does someone answer back?
Yes, we have conversations.
Earl, how's Fez beating you right now? In the Let's Date in 08?
Well, he's beaming because he's conversing.
March 1 is the cutoff date, and if you guys don't both get laid by March 1, you got to do it on Pout Talk. All right, here's the picture of the real girl. Unbelievable. This is a little more of an Asian look.
Wow.
Look at these. Lily keeps bringing me these. Lily, find out a price tag, too. Spectacular titties, phenomenal little camel toe. You can't say enough good things about this.
That's nice. It's nice.
You want to practice on this before Coco gets here, Fez?
No, I'm fine, thanks.
What if I split one with you and we'll just hose them out when we're done? This looks fantastic. Look at this thing naked.
It's pretty amazing. I'd like to titty fuck that one.
All right, and you can get it for mere $5,000.
$5,000.
Okay, I don't think this is what you bought, Dave.
Mine was $29.95.
Was it a blow-up doll, Dave?
Yes, it was a blow-up doll.
You fucked a blow-up doll.
Yes.
You fucked a pull toy, is what you did.
What are the point
A
of
swimmy.
What's the point of making them if you can't fuck them?
Yeah.
So I did.
And
fucked in the vagina, then the ass.
How was it?
And I cut my cock on the ass because it was too tight. And then I popped it, and I just remember as it was deflating, I remember thinking I have to finish before it totally deflate, otherwise it'd be like necrophilia.
Did you have to think about something else, or were you thinking I'm fucking a pull toy and getting excited?
Believe it or not, for first time in my life, I was thinking, boy, you've been rock bottom.
And that turned you on? Just to know how sick you were?
But I had porn playing in the back, and I did finish, but by the time I was finished, when you're done, I just looked down, and it was just this plastic puddle of my own cum and blood. It was like, oh my God.
All right, now here's the one for Fez. This is the guy, real doll.
It's very lifelike.
Yeah, you can have that.
Coco.
This one looks exactly like F Me Boobs.
Holy shit.
Wow. That looks exactly... Here's the scary thing. This is the way it shows up in the case at your house. Now, boys, check out the titties and a pussy on that one.
Okay. Whoa, Daddy.
That's the Jackie Brown model. That's the one across the 110th Street.
I like that affirmative action blow-up.
Yeah.
That's fantastic.
Sweet.
That's the Kizzy model, where for everybody who grew up on Roots can order that.
That would fulfill my...
I honestly thought I was going to get a laugh with Kizzy alone. And I went, they don't remember the movie. So I had to throw in the extra line. Here's our good friend, the Shark. Shark, how are you, buddy? Shark. See, he does want to answer because I called him the Shark and not by his real name. Which, I mean, is fake.
That makes him leave.
Name. Mike, you're on Ron Fez.
Yeah, I wanted to guess that Coco's from the new Midwest of Michigan.
Michigan.
No.
Motor City Mad Woman.
No. No, not from Michigan.
Detroit Breakdown?
No.
Panic in Detroit?
No.
Is it more of an Intensity in 10 Cities, Ted Nugent type of thing?
No, Michigan.
John, you're on Ron Fez.
Yeah, I just want to guess where Coco's from.
Go ahead.
From Minnesota. Oh, hey.
Is it Minnesota, Fez?
Maybe.
Oh! All right, can I fucking guess? Is it Alan Page?
No, it's not Alan Page.
Wouldn't be
Thanks,
Johnny.
Alan
I don't know what to
Page.
do without you. Is it Prince?
No.
Is Coco... come into the water, Coco.
Is her name Coco Lundegard?
Is it Coco Beware? Does she have a little fucking parrot?
No.
Would you say she's prettier or worse looking than Coco Beware?
She's prettier than Coco Beware.
So you have seen her?
Yeah, I've seen a picture, yeah.
Are you attracted?
Yeah, I think she's very cute. Yeah, I think she's attractive. Yeah.
Well, why do you say it in a question like that? Yeah, I think she is.
Is she related to Kirby Puckett by any chance?
How's her eyesight? She got glaucoma?
I don't know how the eyes. I don't know if there's glasses involved.
Coco Puckett.
Glaucoma, any of that. I don't know.
Coco.
So would you say that she hits for a distance or she hit for average?
I don't even think she hits, Ron.
But I want her lead off or clean up. Where would I be more comfortable with her in the lineup?
I don't know know what her batting skills are.
All right, so she's from
not Kirby Puckett.
So she's
she's not Coco Puckett.
Big ass like that. Big ass, bad eyesight.
You know her.
Rape the woman in the bathroom.
All right,
No.
so she lives in Minnesota.
Maybe.
Let me ask you this: can she turn the world on with a smile?
She probably could, but she's not Mary Tyler Moore. She's not throwing her hat up in the air anywhere.
She's throwing her hat in the ring right now with you, isn't she?
Just stop that.
Now, is Coco her real name, or is that like a nickname?
I think that's a nickname.
Because she's so hot and chocolate? You call her Coco?
I know she calls herself Coco.
Sit the phone over there. You sit and keep going. So she calls herself that?
Yeah, that's how I was introduced to her.
Because she's sweet and hot and chocolate.
Maybe white chocolate.
What's that mean?
That's messed up.
Why be racist to Stover?
Nothing against Stover.
All right, when are you bringing her in? Can she come in Sunday for the game?
No, I'm not ready to
put your dick in anything.
Thank you. Yes.
Are you nervous about that part of it?
Totally, completely nervous about that.
And she's very experienced.
Yeah.
All right, so you're really going to be a letdown. Don't even worry about that.
I worry about that, and I worry about not just being a letdown, just being able at all.
You think you can't get it up?
Yeah, I would be have that performance anxiety of that.
Think of a guy's ass the whole time. Think of your cock going in a guy's ass.
Don't know if that's going to help.
So you don't know if this is even something you want to do?
No, but I mean, I'm enjoying, getting to know Coco
That's so sweet.
and exploring this.
That's so sweet.
I mean, that's more than I've done.
Would you stop? You fucking get me a little misty over here. I feel like I'm not going to have a baby anymore. I'll be living all alone down in Florida in some fucking assisted care place. And I'll be like, this is my old partner. He sends me pictures of him and Coco and the babies. And I'll be putting them up. No, he hasn't been down for 2 years.
Oh, I would visit.
So you're having fun with just the dirty talk?
Yeah.
All right. What do you got for us, Hicks? You got audio?
Yeah, there was a Real Dolls documentary. It profiled like
Rockumentary. Yeah.
Profiling 4 guys talking real creepy about real dolls and how they spend their lives banging them.
Hold on. Remember this, though. I got to go to this first. Randy, you're on Fez.
Big ass 307, buddies.
Yeah.
Yeah, it makes sense now that he gave to the Al Franken campaign. He's running in Minnesota.
Oh, yeah.
That is fucking true.
I think that's just a happy coincidence.
Are you moving to Minnesota?
I am not moving to Minnesota.
Are you good enough?
The land of 10,000 lakes.
Mongo, you're on the Ron and Fez show.
Yes, within the last 10 years, did Coco change her name to a symbol in...
Is she the artist formerly known as Coco?
No, she's a girl.
So is Prince.
She's not Prince. She's Coco.
How's the water, Coco? Do you ever call her the artist?
No, never. I could try, just
if
see
she's
how it
gassy,
works.
do you ever call her the fartist? That little joke that you two do.
What, are you listening in?
Now, what would you...
I try to stay away from any fart comments.
Well, I mean, if you're nervous about getting a hard on and keeping it, sustaining, why don't you just let her fart in your mouth for a while? See if
Would that satisfy the bet? You have to tell me now.
Why are you pointing and screaming? You're in a nice relationship, and all you're worried about is your bet with me.
I just want to know.
If she hosts Entertainment Tonight, she's Mary Fart.
All right, stop it.
It's not funny.
Everything he says is not funny. That's why he wasn't invited out last night.
Oh.
If she came to New York, would you take her to Florio's just like last night? I swear to God, whenever I take anyone that Fez to something, then his family comes up. Fez took us to the nicest place, and it'll be just where I took him before that. And they'll go, because I don't know how he finds them, these places. And I go, oh, you don't, do you? You don't know how he knows all of these things.
It helps.
This is interesting. Ryan, you're on Fez.
Hey, Fez, Does Coco think you're kind of funny looking?
No.
Okay.
And she's seen pictures of me.
Is that from something?
I
He
don't
has
know.
the same haircut as the guy from Fargo.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
And then
You have changed your look, and it's very Fargo-ish.
That's right, yeah. The guy who put Buscemi in the wood chipper.
And then Buscemi was called funny looking by a girl he slept with. That's what that was for.
Just kind of funny looking.
Yeah, the guy looked like the Marlboro Man, but I don't know if that's because he was smoking lots of Marlboros. Kind of
So
like a
psychologically?
subconscious kind of thing.
Do you ever take her to see Jose Feliciano shows at the Starlight Lounge or whatever?
No.
See, when you have Jose Feliciano, you're not going to beat that. And that really was Jose Feliciano. Fucking playing. Those things are real. They're in certain fucking hotels out there. And I actually did stand up in one of those fucking things. And it had like the runway with the little lights on it. And I'm just up there going, I am never getting anywhere. Fucking sitting here in Hack Lounge. I was I think in Indiana. And I'm like, this is dumb. And it was like even Evansville, Indiana. Like I'm going nowhere. Yeah. I mean, it was really light. It was really minor league ball. All right. So this is good.
So far, so good.
When are we all going to talk to her? When are you going to put her on the air with us?
Oh, I don't think she wants to go on the air.
What is it she likes about you? That big, thick cock of yours?
Don't say that.
I meant that thin cock. That
Don't
small,
say-
thin cock.
No cock comments.
All right, the fact that you have no cock?
No, don't say that. Everyone knows I have one. It's just assumed it's there.
It's got spots on it, though.
Does it?
No, it's not
Like Michael
spotted.
Jackson?
Jackson cock.
That's how you...
She can play connect the dots.
Sparkles.
Not leopard.
Does it have sparkles on it, Fez?
No.
Or are they just like the warts?
No, there's no
Skin
warts.
tags.
No.
The skin tags hanging off.
It is fine. It's in good working condition.
Bumpy, though.
Is it bumpy?
No, there's no speed bumps on this thing.
You said just think of it this way, baby. That's ribbed for your pleasure.
Oh, man.
I'll have to remember that
An
line.
awful image of cockwarts. That really just blew my mind.
Well, better there than actually here.
Cockwarts and wrinkles.
Nate, you're on Ron Fez.
Is Coco's last name Glass? Like George Glass from the Brady Bunch?
Coco is real.
Israel. Coco Israel. Wouldn't that be great if he was with a Jew like your chick?
Yeah.
You guys could go out and do Jewish things.
Christian Jew stuff. That would be all hysterical.
You guys could go out and not celebrate Easter or whatever. I guess your chick giggles about Easter.
But she calls them, quote unquote, fairy tales, which I don't like exactly, because it's when my Savior was risen.
Zombie Jesus?
No.
What is she getting all dressed up for? And do you know about this? Try to find out.
I don't know, yeah.
Why don't you make a call?
And why the suitcases?
Looks fantastic. It looks fantastic, but I am always afraid that she moves.
Like she's getting ready to go out to the airport.
Here's Kurt. Kurt, you're on Ron Fez.
Hey, Fezzy, is Coco a former host of The Family Feud?
No.
It's not Louis Anderson.
No, it is not Louis
He is from
Anderson.
Minnesota, though, right?
Yeah, he totally is.
Then it is him.
It is not Louis Anderson.
Nice
Let
couple.
me say cow.
That'd be a good couple.
Not dating a fat comedian game show host.
Anymore. I don't know. You're a mystery over there, Fez. You're a mystery.
I'm a mystery to myself, that's for sure.
You don't even know if you can do this, huh?
Right. That's where the mystery comes in.
She looks fantastic now, Johnny.
Yeah. Very fancy.
Well, it's nice when she dresses up.
She's a very fancy woman.
She's not answering?
I think her phone's off because it didn't even ring and went straight to voicemail. And when I tried to leave a message, it said voicemail full. So
There's
please.
my caca just sitting there eating like an animal. So she's up to,
On the couch.
obviously everybody's awake and sitting around the phone.
Come on, people.
Just sitting on the couch, hanging out.
Yeah. What a life. Dave, you're on Ron Fez.
Every day's MLK Day for them.
Hey, Fez, I was wondering if
when Coco plays bridge, does she know when to hold him or know when to fold him?
Does she know when to walk away or know when to run?
She's not the gambler. She's not Kenny Rogers.
Hey, does she count her money when sitting at the table?
No.
Why? Is there time enough for counting when the dealing's done?
Yes. She would never do that. A lot of these things I don't know, but I'm just speculating on her character.
Here's Dan. Dan, you're on Fez.
Hey, wasn't Coco the name of the dog that blew Dave?
Yes, it was.
Wow, great. Chalk up another win for Fez.
Does she have blue eyes and is she a husky?
Would you say she's husky?
No, she's not husky.
How tall is she?
She play for UConn?
I don't know how tall she is.
Was she 7'1"?
No, she's not that tall.
How do you know?
I would think she's probably about 5'2", 5'4", something like that.
5'2", 5'4".
5'3".
Just making things up.
What do you talk about when you talk to her? I mean,
Cock.
None of your business.
That big thick cock.
How do you like that?
You do one of those? Imagine if you're right here with my big thick cock.
Do not
What
say
I
that.
fucking do. You know what I do right now? Oh.
Don't.
Time to fucking fester.
Now fart in my mouth.
Oh, God, if you would fart in my mouth, baby, it would be so good.
There is no fart talk during these conversations.
Just
I've only
let it
talked
rip.
to her a few times.
Let it rip right in my mouth.
I've only been talking for less than a week.
So what have you been talking about so far?
We just talk about
hockey?
No.
No. You know, the North Stars are really something.
No, we just talk about our days and that sort of thing.
Yeah.
I tell her about my cat.
Now, sounds like a good one.
Yeah, I don't think you have to worry about fucking Fez. I don't think that's coming up at any time soon. What do you tell her about your cat?
Just anything crazy the cat's done that day. My cat Skippy.
Hey, you should write a book on how to turn off women.
Like talking to your grandmother.
Who would buy that?